limits of debate in this country are established before the debate even begins, and everyone else is marginalized. They're made to seem either to be communist or some sort of disloyal person, a kook, there's a word, and now it's conspiracy. See, they've made that something that should not be even entertained for a minute, that powerful people might get together and have a plan. Doesn't happen. You're a kook. You're a conspiracy buff.
Hey everybody, it's been a long day, and I'm gonna try to keep this short. If you know, there was just a live stream by Suzie Dawson and the Unity for J team, including the internet party, and that live stream went for I think 5 hours, at least maybe a little bit more than 5 hours. It was great. Hey Harold, how's it going? Hey Eric, hi Kathy. You guys are great. Seeing you guys in live chat there and everything. I think it was great. What happens is there's a little bit of debrief afterwards and people get to talk, and I just think it would be nice for people to comment on and go ahead and talk about it and what your thoughts were. Everything is in the description box. Disobedient Media, Elizabeth Lee Voss, she wrote an article. So Julian Assange is going to be, at least they're saying it's going to be pretty much imminent that he's going to be evicted from the Ecuadorian embassy. So, you know, we got to step up our game, and Suzie Dawson and Internet Party and everyone else involved with it really stepped up their game, helped out. People who are just kind of with it and not necessarily really fully involved. I've seen a lot of things too. I saw Defango. He was live streaming on his channel as well. Outer Light. He was he made a upload of a video of the live stream that was going on for the Unity for J, the emergency call. And there's like a big Twitter storm. What's great is that there's a non-violent digital plan, and I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen for that. So basically, you would go ahead and go into Discord. If you never heard about Discord, it's something to talk about. So what I'm doing is, if you go to it, you know, you can get the invite link on mine or on the many channels, but if you don't log in, you can go and actually see the amount of people that are members and how many members are online. Otherwise you'd have to use the chat bot to find out, but this is just an easy way to find out how many members are. So within 6 hours, there's been 1,005 members, 301 are online, and they are talking, chatting within there. So it's like a 24/7 thing, right? That's pretty awesome. Oh, we have a guest, yay! And it's Dave. How's it going, Dave?
It's like, I'm too worked up now. I'm like, this is great. So, you know, why not? I have to say, I know that people, especially people that we have been hanging out with, have been involved with Discord before, and some people had great experience with it, some maybe not so much. I would have to say that this Discord is different than other just social hanging out, you know, kind of things. The Unity for J Discord is geared towards one thing, and I know somebody was mentioning that the general chat is wall-to-wall Bitcoin. May have to like curtail that a little bit, unless
or just create a Bitcoin channel.
Just create a Bitcoin channel. I mean, everybody's going nuts. I mean, if you're talking about funding something to you know, to gear towards.
But that's what the general chat is for. I mean,
yeah.
If you want to target more serious stuff, you just go to a channel where you're gonna want to go ahead and put your efforts into. You know. So if you really want to help out with video stuff or images and things like that, you go to those channels. Don't hang out at general chat where a lot of the people just hang out.
I know the one thing is that political chat where people just start bickering, that's not wanted. Now Bitcoin, I don't know if anybody has political aversions to Bitcoin. I know my wife actually did, because she has certain ideas about it. She thinks that it's only used for nefarious purposes. But, you know, you want to talk about Bitcoin, talk about Bitcoin. But I think, you know, I've kind of missed that giant window, that giant jackpot window. So, what was the last? Have you been following Bitcoin at all?
I followed it a lot early on, and a lot of different types of cryptocurrency. There's still, I don't really focus on it now. I've got different things.
Right.
I want to get back to it eventually to create my own cryptocurrency, which is going to be different than the other cryptocurrencies. But then it's a different step. It's almost like talking about politics in some ways, because it really. Talking about the politics really on who to put in place isn't going to really solve anything, because the ones that are in power right now, they're all criminals. That we can never really put in someone in office, and when we do, we see that they either sell out, toe the establishment line, or they get assassinated. So cryptocurrency right now, it's still, even though it's been probably over a decade, or at least close to it, it's still early in its infancy. Right?
Or has it been since 2008?
I think, yeah, I think it's about then, yeah. But you know, and it got more popular over the last 5-6 years just because the prices went really high.
I think the highest jump was 12,000%, which is why I say there's got to be a trillionaire somewhere. Somebody had the inside lane and. You know, and invested $1 million in Bitcoin, I would imagine.
Yeah, but also, right now it's tricky. I think Max Egan says it best. If you're outed from the social system or whatnot, like for example, we don't know how many cryptocurrency or Bitcoin there might be for WikiLeaks or Julian Assange. Coinbase was one of them where he withdrew and was able to cash out some of the Bitcoin, but they no longer
exist.
Yeah, they found his account and they just got rid of it. So no matter the thing about is when you're transitioning into the system for something that exists outside the system, or you want the control outside the system, but if you're going to cash out towards the system, they're gonna find ways to control the things that way. You know, that's the exit node. They'll control it in that venue. But anyways, I kind of want to skip the cryptocurrency. We can always have a night of cryptocurrency too.
Yeah, somebody was mentioning it.
Okay, I just want to share the screen. Mentioning in that debrief that we had, Paula, was it? She's great. She's
awesome. I met her in Boston. She's fantastic.
Yeah, so she mentioned Julian Assange himself has 793,000 followers. I mean, that's a lot to tap into if we could reach them. I mean, it's a small part with the online vigil, but I think it'll get there. But then she mentions that WikiLeaks itself has 5.46 million followers. So how does the organization itself have something like, I don't know, is that like 8 times the amount of followers, while the kind of the figurehead of that organization? Sorry?
I wonder if there's a way to track how many followers, how much of an increase has happened over time, and especially since March. And if you remember, there was a lot of shenanigans with Julian's Twitter as well, where people didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, it disappeared or whatever. I don't know if there was a drop off from that either.
Yeah.
She mentioned that it never hit 1 million.
And yeah. And another thing is, let's see. What I found interesting was that it was mentioned that, I don't know when the earliest was. Let me see. I think there was news that, okay, July 20th, that there was limited news on Julian Assange in mainstream media. And you can see on the 20th, you'd have Telesur, Breitbart, some Mint Press, International, Australian, like Gladstone and stuff. But it wasn't really big, right? RT might have done it, made it news about it. But now it took a day. It took a day, maybe 2 days. I don't know, maybe a day and a half. Now mainstream media is finally covering it. And typically they would like their own spin, but they're usually not first anymore. If you notice, you know how mainstream media is always big about being first to get the news out, but when it's something where they don't like coverage on, like I would say Julian Assange,
they'll be last at it.
Yeah, they'll be
first to be last.
Exactly. and so I thought that was pretty interesting to hear about.
And what's ironic to me, I hadn't read that article, but what's ironic to me is that the news organization that you showed covered it. I don't know if they covered it first as mainstream media, was USA Today, was Mick News. They try to dumb down everything.
Yeah.
So.
And they'll like fit their narrative, or they'll have like an opinion piece. So they just make Julian Assange as like this, with the I'm with her, the sexual assault movement, etc. And like they'll have a horrible hit pieces, and it's the opinion pieces. Yeah, of course, they'll never have an opinion piece of someone like Suzie Dawson or Elizabeth Lavos or anyone like that. So
the one thing that kind of blew my mind that I didn't know was the spin on Nelson Mandela being pro-Kremlin or Kremlin puppet or whatever. And there were actually people in chat talking about Winnie Mandela and linking her to Nelson. People always do that, and I don't know if Nelson was really linked to what Winnie did. With the abuses and all of what she was accused of doing, and what she said she did, and with the tires and all that. So there's always that when somebody is doing something really good, the government, they're always going to try to tie you to something
nefarious. Yeah,
nefarious,
when they're the ones doing it themselves.
Right.
Yeah. How's it going, Truth? What's up?
I don't know, Evan. It's like every time a decent development occurs, another just soul-bringing down event happens as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say the JV word. Hopefully Dave doesn't freak out. Jesse Ventura, I don't think he's gonna be running. I mean, he might not. I'm not sure anymore.
Are you sure? See, I didn't freak out. I do this all along, dude.
I don't think it'd make a big difference, but at least you guys are trying to make some noise. And maybe rather than having him run, is to actually have him maybe participate in certain actions and movements going on, like the justice for, you know, or getting Julian Assange out and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I totally get the thing, and Jesse is 100% pro WikiLeaks.
and he'd be a
Jesse,
huge voice. Well, I mean, because I think it's more of a transition period, right? So if you want Jesse Ventura to run as president, especially on a Green Party, have him try to get him on to the online vigil, because it's gonna be 50 hours. It's the next one. That's in August, and it's more important now because it's imminent that Ecuador is gonna evict him. And if he comes on and it brings in like the total normal views is around 600 on live streams. Now, if he comes on and it gets to 2,000 people that are alive watching him because they want to hear him as well, that's a big step forward to kind of show how popular he is. Now, if not even 2,000, it might be 20,000. Who knows?
Yeah, sure. I'm well, here's the thing. Aaron Fox, he's with the presidential selection committee, and he's been emailing Jesse's publicist, and that's how I found out that Jesse wasn't going to be attending the annual national meeting anymore, that he had canceled his plans. And I theorize that's because somebody in the party, somebody in national leadership that is, decided to send him something. Sure, that's just a theory on my part, but it's more than likely. I mean, I don't think Jesse Ventura would go on to Jimmy Dore and just drop that if that wasn't on his schedule. You know?
You never know, because people who have been on Jimmy Dore have interviewed Jesse Ventura in the past through RT and whatnot.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you got to keep trying. I mean,
Yeah.
even if people like me say, "Hey, it's not going to happen," prove us wrong, right? If you give up, it definitely won't happen, right?
I'm not trying to I don't know. I just thought, this would have probably been something good to add to the fabric of society.
It still can be. The thing is, trust me, there's plenty of people who say it won't happen, it's a bad idea, but plenty of times throughout history, those people have been proven wrong. I mean, can you imagine if it did happen? Jesse Ventura running with Jill Stein. Who's there to think? You're the one who started it.
Yeah.
And you got some people going along with it, and that's good.
I just wanted to. I'll just put this out here, because there's been national leadership being very hostile towards this. Jesse was offered the Libertarians nomination. He was offered that. Jesse rejected it. He rejected it, and he decided, the Green Party sounds better. That should be big for people, but I guess it's not, And I get that. I get the whole, avoid the cult of personality thing. I'll be right back.
Sure. I mean, we have very different outlook on things, and it's transition period. I think cult of personality is not that good of a thing. At least we've seen it not be good in the last couple of decades. And at this point, it doesn't matter who you want as president. They never seem to get in, and if they do, they either sell out,
they get killed,
or they get killed. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of hope for Obama. There's a lot of hope for Trump, and I think a lot of voters are still disappointed.
My advocacy for Jesse running has never really been about necessarily winning an office, but rather starting a movement. That's really been my primary motive, if I really do have a motive.
Okay.
Well, to be honest with you, Jesse already did start a movement. I mean, he did inform a lot of people over time, and I mean, he tried to start a movement back in the 90s. It didn't work because it was a one person. It was Rand Paul.
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul. It was like
Ross Perot.
Oh no, it was right. He's right. It's Ross.
Ross Perot. Okay.
The
And
reform.
then Pat Buchanan. It was just
Right.
all crazy. And Donald Trump.
But you're trying again. You're trying to use that cult of personality thing instead of using the will of the people, which it never has worked in our system. So
The problem is, like, you have to get the people to care.
yeah,
You know, lots of people are apathetic, and I just think that they see
Well,
somebody who
did
is
you-
like,
Did you see the Suzie Dawson Unity for J? What was going on? They had an unveiling because of what was going on. Like Julian Assange is pretty much gonna be evicted pretty soon. They don't know when yet, and so they just did a live stream. And what they did was they got 1,000 people, at least 1,000 people, into a Discord server so they could plan on having these volunteers help out in various sections, various ways, either through social media or through video editing, image, creating memes or whatnot, or just helping out in whatever way, content outreach and things like that. People aren't apathetic. The people want something to do, and you have to create a venue in ways where people can actually help out and do it.
and then I suppose apathetic was the wrong term to use. I suppose it's just needing an outlet, not being provided it, and it's up to some certain individuals to provide it, and I can probably be one of those individuals, maybe, I don't know.
You can. You just have to put your mind to it.
Quick thing about Jesse, and then I'll jump off of it. Jesse knows, just like, and I know you're not a big fan of Cynthia right now, but knows, just like Cynthia McKinney, that politics is an insider-outsider game. And he also knows that he is an outsider. Obviously, he's an outsider. He's working for a news organization that had to register as a foreign agent.
Like,
So I'm just saying, but also, I mean, he knows the system. I don't think that at this point in his life that's the role he's going to take, is to be president or to try to be president. And I also don't think that his motivation, he said before, if he was going to run, he was going to run to win. He's not running to create a movement or start a message. Honestly, I don't think that Jesse, that is his desire right now, but he is fulfilling a very, very important role, and that is the role of informing, because I think that he like very few others genuinely wants to inform the public. You may not like him or even agree with him, but I think that's really what he wants to do at this point. Just like Julian Assange, although Julian is in a class by himself. I've never seen something like this before. I've never seen someone who has never blown a source. Even The Intercept has blown a source. So, just saying. Now I'm not sure. Glenn Greenwald, was he involved in the Reality Winner situation?
I don't know. I don't want to speak on it when I'm not.
I'm not
certain.
sure either. I thought he was, but I'm not sure.
Also, just so
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
no, it's good.
Going all around. But I just wanted to say no, I was just pushing it because I thought it was a good thing to push.
It is.
I'm
You
not
got to push
trying
whatever
to-
ideas you've got.
I'm not trying to prove that I have this. Like, it's not something that I'm putting stakes on. Really wasn't. I mean, maybe I put a stake on it before, but not really. Not really. I don't know. I just thought it was something so good, but some people in the party messed it up. So it's like, I don't know. Again, Aaron Fox is reaching out to Jesse's publicist. I mean, Jesse's publicist has messaged Aaron Fox.
When is the Salt Lake City meeting?
It's been right now.
It's right now.
Yes,
Okay.
it started yesterday.
Okay.
Today's the second day, and I think there's a third day, and that's it.
Has there been any rumblings as to who is going to get the nod?
Well, Baraka didn't even show up, so
Really?
nobody, like, only Jill. Only Jill was there. Jesse wasn't there. Baraka wasn't there. Everybody who had their name thrown out, other than Jill, wasn't there.
Wow.
Rosa Clemente wasn't there. Nobody was there. That was only Jill.
Okay.
So I want to transition back to
Julian.
the live stream and Julian Assange. So another quick update, just in case people have missed it. Discord, if you just don't log in and you got an invite, you can see how many members there are and how many people are online. You don't have to use the chat bot. So 1,022 members. It's over 1,000. 297 online. I mean, talking 24/7 about just uniting on the basis of Julian Assange and not anything political. Facebook was also streamed too, and you can see here. 4 hours limit. This is the first one. 52,000 views during the live stream. The last 51 minutes, 713 views. And within this one, you should be able to see. I'm not logged in. So 342 shares, 323 comments, 79 likes. So it'll get out there. I mean, this was just 6 hours ago. And anyways,
I wasn't lying. I gotta go, but
yeah.
I wanted to pop on and say, to Ebon and everybody who is, has been working with the Unity for J team. You guys, we hell of a job, and it paid off. You're seeing it right now with all the people who are joining, and this movement is gonna really build now. I really feel it. So
and you can see some notable people in there. Oh, thanks. Good night. You too. Thanks to you too, Dave. And the main people don't know, we use his computer to do restream on the main channel for Suzie Dawson Periscope. So yeah, that's not nothing.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, I don't like advertise it, but it's pretty incredible when I like turn my chair and I see all these amazing people on my computer screen. I'm like, holy crap, you know. So,
thank you, Dave.
Peace.
Good night. All right. So another thing is that I wanted to voice out is if you go to that Discord channel for the Unity for Jane and try and help out, is you get to see a lot of people that you might see on YouTube. I saw Defango in there, The Outer Dark, Esoteric Ed. You can see Kim.com, Suzie Dawson, a lot of people that you see in there, they're there. They also chat and they work on coordinating and helping people out, and a lot of people help them out. That's the important thing, is we're helping each other, and it's a model that you can see and utilize as well. Truth, if you want to do something with the getting Green Party just organized a lot better. It's like, hey, look, they got 1,000 people in Discord a day. You can get your entire Green Party support in Discord. You can see how many people are with the Green Party as far as membership. If you have a Discord server for everything green, you can have over 1 million people, because obviously over 1 million people voted for Jill Stein, right? So this is a good model. It's the first that we've really seen kind of take off in just a small grassroots way, and the thing is, it'll gain more attention as it gets bigger, and then as it gets bigger, more I guess, mainstream or establishment types are going to try to take that same type of this model and use it for their own purposes. And that's not good. That sucks, but it's also a good indication that, hey, it's a good model. It's a good way to make things grow and have volunteers and things like that work together.
Did you know that I'm now friends with Lee Camp on Facebook on his personal profile?
I don't know about what happened there, but yeah, it happens.
I don't know. Just I don't know. Suzie Dawson. She's you know, because she's been on his show before. I always thought that was a good interview. I thought that was one of the best I've ever seen, because she's so, I don't know, she's just so, she knows how to speak.
I think what's more is she also knows how to listen. I think that's almost,
and that's what kind of makes her, you know, what kind of makes her perfect for this type of thing. You know, it's okay, so you want, maybe I can spread that around. Maybe I can get more Discord people on there. Can you send me the link to that Discord so I can spread it around on all the pages that I manage?
Sure. You could also go in the description box. It's in there as well. I'll send it to you in. Send it to people in live chat, and I'll send it to you in the Zoom as well. So there's that. So there's that in the Zoom. And for people in live chat, double quotes, damn it. Oh well. I kind of want to make this a short night. I'm sorry. I spent, you know, the.
Oh no. That's just fine. You know, because oh my, you see the screaming that's going on right now? It's gonna be a short night for me too. Okay. I just wanted to check in. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Anyways, that's it. We don't seem to have more people coming in. Just check up on that. Watch the live stream. That's going to be up on YouTube, the full thing, once YouTube's done encoding it. You could watch it on Facebook, 2 YouTube channels, and also Facebook. And Periscope, sorry. And
I'll be sure to spread that Discord around.
Yep.
On all the pages. Okay.
The videos and whatever. And it just, even if you don't want to participate or you just don't have any time, at least go in and check it out. And also just sign up for Discord, because it's a great organizing tool and it's free. Yeah. And maybe one night I'll do like a tutorial on how to navigate through Discord and kind of set up profiles and stuff like that. I think that might be good for people who just kind of aren't really tech savvy and just want to know the ins and outs really quick. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on, Truth. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.